Now, what do Skittles, sex toys, and pole dancers have in common? They're all a part of this week's news briefs. Tristan Statina, 19. 19? Is behind bars following an unprovoked attack on restaurant patrons and employees. His weapon of choice? Skittles. Police said that when they arrived at the Mankato, Minnesota restaurant, they noted Skittles all over the ground and a bag of Skittles near the garbage. One victim reported having been hit so hard that she felt a stinging pain in her back area. Victims said the assailant had a heart-shaped tattoo under his eye, and authorities were able to identify the suspect, who already had been arrested in recent months. In May, he was arrested for possession of LSD and marijuana. As officers were placing handcuffs on him, he pulled away and attempted to break free from the officer's control. The probable cause statement read, Statina then wrapped his leg around Officer Gilbertson in an attempt to trip him. It took a total of 3 officers to subdue him. He was charged with a misdemeanor for the Skittles assault, as well as for disorderly conduct and resisting police, and is looking at over a year in the slammer. Just because we haven't mentioned the antics of Florida man lately doesn't mean they've disappeared. 2 weeks ago, David Romero was busted for stealing from a Palm Coast, Florida Target store. While assisting him into the police car, a small pink vibrator fell out of Romero's pants. A search for Romero's truck turned up an assortment of other stolen goods, including Trojan and Skin condoms, Hello Cake lubricant, and Promescent, a climax control spray. When asked about the Target merchandise, Romero claimed that the items had been in his vehicle for days, and he further stated that he was going to use those items on his wife because he was working all day yesterday and he could not celebrate Father's Day with her. What a guy. The backlash against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has begun. Multiple federal court decisions have frozen key portions of his campaign against LGBTQ rights in recent weeks. Not only are the courts fighting back, but pole dancers as well. Yes, I said pole dancers. The International Pole Convention, known as PoleCon, was scheduled to hold their annual get-together next year in Orlando. But they have decided to relocate the annual event because attendees will include people of various genders and ages, including youth performers and children attending with their parents, and some attendees will be in drag. It's just too risky to go to Florida, Colleen Jolie, the CEO of PoleCon, said. At this point, I'm signing contracts 1 year in advance. What kind of shenanigans are going to be happening there by then? Shenanigans, indeed. More people need to take a stance against these barbaric laws before they take hold in other states. And that's this week's News Briefs.